there's just there's just so much happening. And this was one of the parts that was pretty much recommended that I react to. I don't have the time and chance right now to do this live, so I'm gonna record it. But it's falling petals. But right now, there's just so much going on. There's so much happening that I need to start from the Mythical Island because I'm so invested in what's going on with Leez getting catapulted out the escape pod that was not a goddamn elevator. Hello? Like I'm so stressed. Yuta, Maruna, I can't remember her name right now. Oh my god, that the fifth stage Sura that trained Maruna up by pretty much just trying to force the high level EXP on him so he can get to his fourth stage so he can save his brothers. Like there is a lot of moving parts here. All of the subplots, like aside from the central plot, is so engaging. And what I like about Currygom is when they all are about to kind of come full circle, they usually culminate into this one massive moment and big scene, and I can already see it coming. But it's been incredible. I'm on a roll. I want to keep it moving, but I gotta address your guy Kako, Mr. Lutz, Saifore. I can't remember the last name. But Rand's older brother. He a good priest. By the way, I like all the priests in some right. The only one that's been incompetent to me kind of is Claude, but I just think he's playing a different game than everyone else. He on a different game, different level. No one knows what he's on. He do something completely different. But Lutz is so practical. He's so reasonable, but he constantly ignores the human side of things where he was basically like, listen, Asha did what she did with the 29 deaths, but I got the quote here, and this is some save, like the sacrifice the few to save the man. You ever heard the like kind of like thought process or dilemma of like a train going, and if if you could kind of like control what you hit. On one path, there's like 2 dogs. On the other path, there's 10 humans. Which way do you go? Do you sacrifice the 2 dogs? You know what I'm saying? He's kind of on that gimmick, and he says something that I'm like, this is a bar, but I don't know if I'm messing with it. I have the quote here. Basically, she has the potential to stand up to Suras and protect countless more people in the future, so her abilities matter more than her morality. It's crazy. It's crazy. A lot has happened. Yuta with the attacking Leez type thing. It's like, dude, is it love? Is it because of what clan he's from? He mistaken it as some different type of hunger. We don't know. The Aeroplateau stuff is crazy. All the stuff Leez has been training and learning is completely useless here. The Earth magic doesn't work here. It's just like there's so much happening. There's so much going on. And then Samfati came, and she was messing up Maruna so he could evolve, and she's on Yuta's head, and she don't like the scarf. There's a lot happening. Let me stop rambling and let's start reading.
A little something like eeny, meeny, right from the beginning. Smoke a little pack, but the pack never timid. Church, but I'm seeing it. Curse when I'm winning. She need a new back. When it's back, I'ma bend it. Slap up some guinea. Pass me the henny. Watch a nigga black slipper yak. I'ma quit it. Swerve in the Benzie. Perfume is Fendi. Bobbin' move fast, real fast like I'm Ricky. Yes, cause I'm pretty. Came from the dirt. Showing up a nigga can't handle the work. Ooh, y'all, swing with it first. Young white girl like a...
By the way, like and subscribe and hit the bell down so the goals to a 13-month series. It doesn't get you. It's Kubera time, Mythical Island. Alrighty. We are on season 2, episode 121, or chapter 223 in total. The Mythical Island, part 1. I just spoke about what happened. I'm wasting no more time. Mirha, I brought the data you requested. Oh no, get my liquid, my aqua. Stay hydrated, people. Okay, I'm actually drinking. Okay, bring them over here. Are you thinking of collaborating with Saha? You've constantly said how close friends with Asha you were on Carte. Ah, friends? That's right, I was, but Asha wasn't. I'm sure... Oh my god. I'm sure she never once thought of me as a friend. Who is this? But is this accurate? Any chance of it being wrong? I checked 3 times before bringing it to me so there won't be any errors. Amongst the people who took the transport ship from Currygom today, she's the only one who entered under someone else's sponsorship without her own identification. Why did I just struggle to say that word? Leez, Haias, pure blood, year number 10 months, block, Kubera. Really, this is interesting. This is the golden. It's just a file on her. Ash is probably at the Magic Guild, right? Yeah. As far as I'm aware, unless it's a city with a small guild like Currygom, she has always stayed exclusively at what the heck? At residences of other magic guilds in other cities. I see. I guess I should get going then. Will you be okay? Should I accompany you? No, I'm fine. I'm getting used to my new legs now. New legs. It looks like something pretty extraordinary happened while I wasn't looking. Now I have to work hard to make up for that. Do I know this character? I don't think I've seen it before. By the way, this like the mythical island. I like how Aeroplateau looks. This is a cool floating island. I'm with it. With some Scott P shit, you know what I'm saying? Aeroplateau, Magic Shopping District, Mistress Mirha, some, just a bunch of commercials and like advertisement, creation brand, Mary Horn, Aeroplateau branch. Oh, Miss Rairo, when did you arrive at the Aeroplateau? I got here today. I have a package to send. Would you mind wrapping it for me? And listen, I'm an Asha stan. I gotta say this real quick. She wildin'. She pissing me off. I'm not with what she's been doing. I just truly, wholeheartedly believe she's got a good, like, when I understand what happened in the year N5 at Caft, what's going on, why she hid the fact she had the spell, I really feel like it's going to be at least justifiable to some degree, because give Currygom credit. Despite characters whose intentions, beliefs, and ideologies you may not align with, she does a very good job of giving everybody very believable reasons for the things that they do. Even if they go about it in such an underhanded or thing way, she'll always give you enough reasoning that you can always be like, I understand why character X took this action, but come on, you know what I'm saying? I believe in you, Asha. I do. Don't betray me. Don't you Rachel me. Don't do it. I can't take it. Back to our regular scheduled program. I got here today a package. Wrapping for me? Sure. Basic wrapping is 1 silver coin. It's a gift. We have a new surprise package available for 2 silver coins. If you have a look at this pamphlet, it's not a gift. It's an item that's sensitive to shock, so I need a good buffer. A buffer? A scarf that's sensitive to shocks? Is it some kind of magical item? That's Yuta's. Jatayu. By the way, we learned more about that name, and oh my god, there's so much happening, son. I can't. Then what will the 2 silver coins be for? Special wrapping. Where's destination? Do you deliver to all cities? Not to Rind Hollow, since since it's currently classified as a danger zone, but all other cities are possible. We can send it straight to Eloth or Bloom. Via transport ship and Misty Shore. It will pass through Currygom by sea. The Gandharvas haven't been active at all lately, so there's no problem sending it all the way to Misty Shore, but to get to Otera would have to be taken on land route from here. So if you want to get there quickly, the shipping costs would get very expensive, since we would have to hire separate people who can use Hati Vayu. It's not a cost. The cost is not an issue. Just send it to the furthest place as quickly as you can. Sorry if you can hear like the garbage trucks behind. I'm not gonna stop, but so just deal with it. Aeroplateau Magic Guild. Look at her. Asha went out without me again. I wish I could get. By the way, I need her. I think it's getting to the point where I think she's a little bit too naive. Like, get with the program, girl. Like. You know what I'm saying? You just start thinking for yourself type beat, because it's fucking garbage truck. I will stop. It's still nearby, but it's taking too damn long. I'm trying to read. Okay. Asha went out without me again. Should I check with her in the city? Yada yada. You don't need to come with me for this. Just stay here and don't wander off by yourself. She didn't take me with her. She didn't even let me go out on my own. Even little kids can wander around on their own, so why not me? Grr. I'm hungry. Asha would be upset if I eat without her. I'll just go downstairs and have a drink. Here is the curry soda you offered. Curry flavored soda? Carbonated curry? I don't know about that one. Wow, a drink with lots of ice. Thank you. No problem. It's a standard service we provide to all guests anyways. By the way, what are you traveling with Asha for? Do you have a relationship with her? What do we look like? Ha 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 ha. Hey! Why you with them shades, lurking? What you doing, girl? That looks good. I'll have a curry soda too. There's no way that looks good. Is that something I'm just missing? Maybe curry flavored drinks are a thing. I don't know about that though. Sure, but if you're not a guest here, you'll have to show your magic license. Here it is, my magic license. She looks younger than me. She already has a magic license. So cool. I don't want to gather. Mirha Simon. I don't want people to gather around, so just quietly give me my drink, please. She said, I know I'm a big deal. Keep it calm. Just give me my drink and let me keep it pushing. Here is the curry soda you ordered. Excuse me, the seat over by the window was empty. If you're not with anyone, would you like to sit with me? I wanted to ask you that first. Oh, really? You wanted to sit with me too? Yeah, you don't look like you're with anyone, and you look like you're around my age. So we're getting along already. Doesn't it feel like we could become really good friends? Who is this shady motherfucking... I don't know how I feel about this yet. I don't know how I feel about her. Keep it pushing to the next chapter. She up to something. And she knows Asha from Cart. Year end 5, possibly? What's going on? Let's keep it going. I'm like, yo, internet, come on, dog. All right, so now we're on 224, season 2, episode 122. Did I change it on this on Yes, I did. Okay, just so you guys can follow along, I have it there, so you know what chapter. There's blood in the pod. Oh, it's damn it, the 5th stage Raksha. Damn it, I'm sorry. You know what I'm talking about though. The one that was training Maruna. Part 2, episode 122, the Mythical Island Part 2. My apologies. I didn't know you were a recorder. What are you apologizing for? Covering my eyes with my sunglasses. Most quarters have completely different hair and eye colors. But why did you suddenly start acting all polite because I'm a quarter? Because quarters are twice as old as they look. Crunch, crunch. So you would almost be like an aunt to me? How could you think of me as an aunt with this face? Forget it. Treat me as like a friend. Can I? I mean, I feel uncomfortable with that. There you go. Just treat me like a friend around your age. Oh, okay. A friend. Oh my god. Oh, so pure. She just want a friend. She just wants someone to not be a dickhead to her. Like, come on. I'm your friend. I'll be your friend. You are my friend. I'm Leez Haias. What is your name? My name, Mir. It's a pretty name. Is this your first time here? Yeah, it's so cool being in a city that's floating in the air. There are so many places that I like to go out and see. Then go out and see them. Why are you staying here? Asha told me not to go out. Why did she tell you that? Maybe she was afraid I would get lost and not be able to find my way back. You can't. You're too grown to say some shit like that. Man, seriously, like you're too grown. Type B. Come on, it's not like you're outside the city. Why would you get lost inside the city? You could stop anyone and ask how to get back to the Magic Guild's residences. Or maybe she was afraid I would be in danger? Look at her facial expression. Danger? You really worry about everything. Unlike other cities, this place is completely isolated. Air nomads. This place is where you can check the magic usage records for magicians, so a lot of magic criminals who deny various criminal charges are brought here. So naturally, we have to pay a special attention to public order in order to properly manage those dangerous people. There are a lot of magicians walking around dressed like regular people and surveying the city, so you can't even leave the city without passing through the checkpoint. So who will be bold enough to do something dangerous in a city like this? We're about to find out. I see. I wonder why then. Still, Asha must have told me that for my own sake. Is a cage made for a bird's sake? I mean, that's true. Fair enough. For now, let's just go out with me. You don't need to worry about getting lost or running to a criminal. I can protect you from any kind of danger. You won't be able to find another bodyguard as reliable as me within this city. But hey there, what do you think? Could I take this friend around? Ah, sure, of course. It would be an honor. Miss, just follow her and don't worry. People know her and she's a very capable woman, so you can trust her 100%. I don't trust her, dog. I don't trust her. I don't trust her at all. I don't trust her. I'm a survey the situation closely and see what's going on, what's happening, what's going on, what's going down. You heard him. I'm a very famous magician. I promised I'll show you plenty of things around the city and bring you back here. How's that? There's nothing wrong with hanging out with for a day, right? If we're really friends, that is. That got her, eh? Whirl. Whoa, what is that? It's like on a roller coaster? This is the end of the Flying Dragon ride. The exit is on your right. Please check to make sure you have all of your belongings with you. That's cool. That's dope. Wow, that was so much fun. Awesome. These kinds of rides are the best when you scream at the top of your lungs. Let out all your stress. What are you going to show me next? Let's hurry. I want to see at least one more thing before the sun sets. There is a giant parfait over there. Want to check it out? Giant? I don't know what it is, but I'm excited, so let's go. Mega giant parfait. Free if you eat it all by yourself. She about to wolf it down. Whoa, this is the first time I've been so full after eating a single serving of ice cream. That wasn't a single serving. We eat good over here. Alright? Wow, that was mad aggressive. I don't know why I did all that. Congratulations, you're 6th successful participant since we opened. You don't have to pay for the parfait. Wow, this is free? This is such a great place. I'm going to take a picture at our shop. Get ready, both of you. Click. Pose for the picture. Let's go. There next. Over there. And next. Mountain or big tree, sorry, maybe. Wow, what's this place for? I thought it would be some kind of special building since it looks so tall from far away. Before the great upheaval, they used to hold oracle events here. 2 people, each planet had its own place for receiving oracles, and this is where the planet Willarv received its oracles. We would hear the voice of gods at the top of this tower. Tower God. Wow. So at the time, people actually met gods in person. They didn't exactly meet them, they just heard their voices. Looking at gods in the face was considered blasphemous. Even if you had taken a direct look, you couldn't have even told people what they look like. Even with the most brilliant artistic talents, you wouldn't be able to draw a proper picture. Your foes will come out foggy. You don't know about my drawing talent. They call me Tagashi. He kind of strayed for no reason. Oh, man. I meant what I said. So there are some pictures like this that give an idea of what they look like, but there isn't a single picture that's detailed enough for you to actually recognize any of the gods, even if you saw them. That's why gods were able to hide their identity with a simple disguise and wander around the human world, like Idiot Smithy, I guess. I see. That's amazing. Even if I were an expert artist, I couldn't draw a recognizable picture of Agony's face. Turn. Oh, wait. God of Earth, Kubera wears a golden cloak over a golden armor and uses a spear as his main weapon during the day. His hair color changes to gray, and at night it turns gold. Oh, snap, son! She finally seen, like... She could... Oh, my goodness. Like, the big thing that I'm really waiting for is Kubera just learning, understanding, absorbing, and every single instance of something she didn't remember, fully understand, was trying to repress, is pretending this isn't like hurting her or whatever the case is. I'm waiting for that eureka, and it all connects, and she's like, enough of this shit, because there's no way at some point they're not going to push her too far. But let's keep it pushing, man. Let's keep going. She's looking at Kubera artwork of him. The God of Earth. Okay, so we're on 123, 225 in total. season 123. God of Earth, Kubera, where's the golden armor? Yada yada yada. We said that. We already said that. I took a look at because of the part of his hair changing reminded me of that man, but his armor and spear are completely different. I thought the God of Earth would be really big and buff, but he's a bit slimmer than I thought. His forearms are the same height as mine. It's a blasphemy to think that. I'm sorry. The mural here is very simplified picture, so it does not reflect his actual physique. You must really like Kubera, Leez. You don't need to bow down to a mural painted on the wall. I was taking one more look because I know of someone whose hair changes color. I can't speak. It's like something stuck in my throat. Cough, cough. They don't ventilate this place very often, so the air isn't very good. Let's take an elevator. I don't trust elevators ever again if I were her. Elevator? Where the stairs at? I'm taking the stairs, son. It only takes me getting lied to once and ejected out of a goddamn flying dragon type beat for me to be like, no more elevators. I already don't like elevators, son. Oh, shit. One Last God Kubera story now by Currygom the GOAT, Part 2, Episode 123, Mythical Island. 123. Wow. Why do I always do that? 123, nigga. The Mythical Island, Part 3. Sky Tower first, Observatory deck. Wow, the air is great. So is the view. Okay, so the elevator was real. So how was your day? It was really fun. Thank you. The murderer's house and the air sleigh were fun, but the flying dragon was the best. I reversed the order of that reading it, but you got this. You got the sentence. It's the same meaning. This tower seems like it would be interesting too. It's too bad I can't see much of it. By the way, I didn't say this in the beginning. I know you can't see the whole panel and everything. I'm already, in my opinion, taking a big risk doing this the way that I'm doing it, because I usually live react and I don't show anything. I know you see other content creators just do this. I never got away with it. When I had about 200 subscribers, live react the Tower of God, and I had the whole thing on screen with this me in the corner, I got hit with that strike. So I'm not playing with these webtoon people. I don't think I'm violating any type of nothing, but like I work too hard to get to 300 and whatever thousand subscribers that I'm at right now, so I can't really risk it. So just follow along on your own and do your best to make up what slips through Yuta and Sagura. Shatayu and Sagura. You'll also need to set aside lots of time to come back again if you want to see the Sky Tower properly. It would probably take months to check out each floor. Wow, months? That's crazy. Anyway, thank you so much. A famous musician like you hanging out with some kid like me. Why do you look down on yourself so much? This is hitting. You know, it's so crazy how much I low-key relate to that part of her personality. Like, just no matter how good you are, what potential you have, what you can offer, you just never put yourself on that pedestal. But she needs to start putting respect on your name. You're not just some kid. Be more confident, Leez. You deserve it. I didn't tell you at first because I thought you'd feel uncomfortable. But this is my real name. Priestess? Another priestess! Yo, I am team priestesses. You know I got Tio, the GO, she back. You know I love Brilith, a tarot in good hands. Wait, shit, I'm not supposed to trust her right now. We'll see. Mira, Simon. I should probably be polite to you again. See, this is why I didn't tell you. We can't be friends if you act too polite. I won't be too polite. I don't like to be polite. But why would you give up your time like this when you're a priestess? I originally went there because I had something to say to Asha, but I happened to meet you first. I already sort of knew about you from seeing your profile, but when I saw you in person, I really wanted to be your friend. I guess I have a good feeling about you because you reminded me of my old self. Your personality and behavior, I mean. Is that a compliment? Thanks. But that behavior doesn't always please everyone. Please think according to their own standards. I would never be able to smile like that if it were me. How could you smile in a situation like this? Aren't you sad? Don't you think for yourself? Are you really that carefree? Doubts turn into a misunderstanding and eventually start to seem like the truth. She kind of spitting right now. You know what I'm saying? She talking that talk right now. You know what I'm talking about. So it drives us apart from each other. How can you smile even after going through that? Doesn't this mean anything to you? You're so insignificant that you can just laugh off something like that. But crying and getting angry won't solve it, you know. Should I just try and cheer up and smile? That's because your dad is alive. That's why you can smile like that. That's why you can shine so bright. You should have ended up like me too. Holding back, smiling isn't everything, but I didn't know that back then. Personality differences are a very scary thing. It's hard to be properly understood, and it can be very hard to turn back those things back if they go wrong. Are you talking about your own experiences, Mirha? Yeah, I had a friend like that. When I had fallen so low that I just wanted to die, a friend took care of me. The problem started when I began holding back my feelings and smiling so I wouldn't be a burden to her. Later, we said some pretty harsh things to each other, and I hadn't seen her for the last few years. Maybe we would still be friends if I hadn't shown her how broken up I was inside and earned her sympathy. But that's not your fault, Mirha. Why do you regret that? I would have done the same thing. Complaining about being sad to the people around me won't solve anything. If crying and whining could bring someone back from the dead, then I could do it for days, but it doesn't work like that. In the end, it doesn't solve anything. It only makes things uncomfortable for each other. What's wrong with trying to show that I'm doing fine to someone by my side? That's right. There's nothing wrong. No! Don't let her get away with this! No! Yo. Let me quote Rico Nasty. I was taught to keep it real. I fucked the quote up already. Never mind. That's right. There's nothing wrong with it, Leez. I was taught to. What did she say? I was taught to feel how I feel. Keep it real. If you sad, cry. Be sad. If you Let me stop. What? Checking Ash's Magic Usage records. Didn't anyone tell you, Lorraine, ID, and even who's Roosh? Do you mean Rish? Is that a different person now? I'm so lying. Don't be fucking with me with these translations. I'll have left for Aeroplateau because they said that they have to attend this magician's conference. No way, they wouldn't have left without saying a word to me about that. Besides, should I have gotten at least an official notice? How can no one tell me when I'm a priestess? Looking for this? Yeah. Acne, come on, son. Let's see, there's a lot of stuff here. Sierra, Seas, Tio Rakin, Cloud U from Caliboom, Sa, Nilath, Ura Simon, and Mira Simon from Aeroplateau. There's two? A Urha Simon and a Mirha Simon? Interesting. Lila, Hem Awati from Rindhollow. Give me those now. Ooh, he burned them. Oh my god. What are you doing? You're driving me insane. Let go of it. I at least have to try and use some recovery magic on the pile of ashes. I like to spend some quality time alone with the priestess. Would you mind leaving? Sure. Enjoy yourselves. She think they get freaky. They're not. Chill out. We got business to do. We got secrets to talk about. Brother, listen to me. It's very important. Oh shit. He got serious. When Agni gets serious with his chest out. You know what I'm saying? My heart started to beat a little bit. That's crazy though. I really like what the conversation she had, because I feel like that girl's talking about Asha too, because they seem to know each other. So we'll see what's going on. But man. Leez. Just keep it real. Fuck how everyone else feels, because they're not worried about you to that degree. Except Rand. Shout out to Rand, by the way. Rand is a real ass nigga. I like him. He's climbing the ranks. He's going up. Let me stop babbling. It's time to read, son. So there's kill everyone with the name Kubera. That's right. The attack on Atera and the mass movement of Suras targeting Rindhollow right now, it's all part of their plan, since the people of that name are spread out all over the place. Then I'll have to send out an official notice. They need to know about this at Rindhollow. How do you think the people of Rindhollow will respond if you tell them this? Do you think they will try to protect those who are named Kuberas for the Suras, or will they track them down and hand them over to the Suras? Of course, I think every life is precious, but as a priestess, it's obviously my duty to stop a major disaster from occurring. If one person's sacrifice can save, isn't it obvious? Am I wrong about this? Let's put aside the difficult part for now and just think about whether that sacrifice will be beneficial in the long run. What could the servers be trying to accomplish by killing all with the name Kubera? Could it be beneficial to the humans? Is their goal something even more dangerous than destroying a city? Then what should we do? One Last Guy Kubera, story arc by Currygom, Part 2, Episode 124. The Mythical Island, Part 4. Did I change the thing here? The 124? Yes, I did. Hope you guys are enjoying me reading this so far. I'm having a great time. I wanted to start here because I'm enjoying everything that's happening. Did I run over something? Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, something very dangerous that not even a god could handle. What? Hey! What should I do? No, don't start panicking. We need you to be happy. You know what we need you to do with that vigor, Brilith. Come on. Smile, baby girl. Judging from how seriously he's speaking, something big must really be about to happen. What could be happening? Anything I could do about it? What should I do to protect as many people as possible? Insight. Okay, that's enough. Your vigor has started running out, Brilith. This is why I have no choice but to burn up all the official notices to stop you from worrying anymore. The really important problem is something else. You can't let yourself get distracted by another matter. The more anxious and more worried you get, the more problems you will have with your vigor, and the situation will only get worse. So just trust me and relax. It will all turn out fine. But it's not like I'm a goddess who could just control my emotions as I want. I'm sorry. I'll try to control myself. What are you doing? You've gotten so thin. How's our princess been feeding herself properly? I have eaten. Don't worry. Tell me if you're stressed. I'm not stressed. My vigor will only... I'm not stressed? I'm not stressed. My vigor will only get better once I get some sleep. Want to sleep together? Don't joke like that. Did it... That vigor went up! That vigor went up! Here, I thought... I brought you to the magical, just like I promised, a free teleport service from your friendly priestess. Wow, all the way from here, from the sky tower, just a single spell. You're really incredible, Mirha. I am the priestess of wind after all. I wonder if she's going to ask her if she could help teach her some magic. Especially if she could learn something that could be of use to her here, since all of the shit she's been learning is not going to work here in Aeroplateau. Sorry. I am the priestess of wind after all. I should at least be better at wind magic than someone else. Plus, my legs aren't good, so I have no choice but to rely on magic. Your legs aren't good? Sorry you wandered around a lot because of me. No, I'm alright. It's no big deal. If it bothered me too much, I would have already used some magic. Plus, I'm the one who wanted to show you around, and you had no way of knowing about my legs. Still, because of me. Leez! Have you forgotten about what I told you before? Keep your head straight and be more assertive. You will only start to make things harder for yourself if you turn everything into your own fault. Seriously, I mean it because I was like that. It was like that for me. Mirha? Alright, Leez. I saw in your profile before you came here that your birthday attributes are all Earth attributes. Do you know how to perform all of the Kubera spells? No. I can use Hati Kubera, but... Bravati Kubera still. I've managed to float off the ground, but I need a teacher for the next part. Wow. You mean you figured it out how to float on your own with no teacher? That's amazing. You must have some natural talent for Kubera spells, Leez. I wouldn't say talent. Anyway, she didn't learn the skill the way I thought she did, so forget it. Yo, there's so much intrigue. I need answers. I'm so tired of being in the dark. I'm so tired of this. Perfect timing. You have to come to our temple. We have a magician there who knows how to use Bahati Kubera. You may not be able to practice it since it's an impossible spell in this region, but at least you can learn about how to do it. She's going to do it. She's going to break the mold. She's going to set a new precedent. I'm built different. You said you can't use earth magic here? Yeah. I'm the one. I'm the real Kubera. Yes, sir. You can fall 1,000 times, but it won't work. Make sure you come to my temple. I'll make time no matter when you come. Thank you, Mira. Don't mention it. It's not like I can teach you the spell. Anyway, all I can do is introduce you to a magician. Still, thanks. Not just for everything, but for day. Thank you. Thank you so much. Do you really appreciate... Do you really appreciate it that much? Then could you do me one favor? Sure, what kind of favor? Please remember what we talked about today. And don't forget it like you just did earlier. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But what's the favor? I just told you. My secretary will worry if I'm not... I'm back soon. See you again at the temple, Leez. Hati Vayu! Whoosh! She must have been in a rush. I didn't even get to say goodbye. Still. Mira Simon. Present this visit card at the entrance to speak with me in person. I can meet her again and go to the temple. Oh my god! Why is she behind there? Lurking, listening. She go steal the card. Oh my goodness. Asha, you're stressing me out, baby girl. You stressing me out. I can't take it. I can't take it, bro. Oh my goodness. Let's keep going. Let's just keep going. Mira said she had originally come here because she had to see Asha about something. She ended up leaving without seeing her. Then, should I talk to Asha? Should we go see her together? But if I tell her the truth, I'm probably going to get in a lot of trouble for going outside without her permission. What are you doing? Ah! What are you hiding? Nothing? I think I should talk about something else. Asha, about the items that change your hair color. Don't ask me anything. Don't ask me to buy you any useless crap. I wasn't going to ask you to buy me one. I know this person whose hair turns blonde at night, but they say that the god Kubera's hair also turns gold at night. I couldn't talk on the tower, but now the words are just flowing right out of my mouth. I guess the air was really bad back then. They don't look like... No, there's probably something that's keeping her from saying it. Currygom, man. You build different. They don't look alike at all in the picture I saw, but their hair color is exactly in the picture I saw. Where was that? Am I really an idiot? Is she going to lecture me for 3 hours again? One Last God, Kubera, Story and Art by Currygom, Part 2, 120.5, Mythical Island, Part 5, and an overall chapter 227. It's obvious. This is going to be mad random. What days does Kubera come out, by the way, for when I'm caught up? When I'm caught up, I will be live reacting to the new chapters. I'll probably be Fast Pass, but I won't post any Fast Pass content, though, just so you know. It's obvious. Mira must have taken you to the Sky Tower. How did you know that? I heard from an employee at the cafe that you left with Mirha. And the Sky Tower is a well-known tourist attraction in Aeroplateau. It's especially perfect place for drawing the attention of people like you. If a famous person like her asked you to go with her, of course you would follow her. Anyone in this city would have done the same, so I don't intend on scolding you for that. Huh? That's strange. I was sure she was going to get mad. So Asha, could I meet her again? I also got this. She actually said to meet her... To meet you, she went. Oh my god. She actually, sorry, there's actually like a thing on my screen, so sometimes the words are blocked. Actually, she said that she came here to. I'm lying. I just fucked up. No, the thing on the screen is real, but I just fucked up reading it that time. She came here to meet you. She ran into me by chance. So if we go together, sure, let's go together. Really? Wow, you cooperated, Asha. Baby girl, stop, man. Stop. Continue with your story. You were telling me about earlier. What was that about someone you know? Yes, I was saying someone don't like that. He told me not to tell anyone, so I'd better stop. It's the man you met on the day you wore that bracelet. The first day you wore that bracelet. A very tall man wearing a black cape, huh? Yeah. How did she know? Well, kind of think of it. Asha hasn't asked me anything since I put on this bracelet. Even at the time, she talked as if she knew everything. Asha, do you know him too? Yeah, he isn't famous, but he's a fighter that I personally know very well. Fighter? I guess he did seem like a fighter, so he's not a magician? He had all kinds of amazing powers, though. Were those all because of his items? Yes, that's right. He may use all kinds of spells because he has lots of magic items. But if you just take those away, he's just a fighter with a few transcendental skills. He can't use magic at all. So he told me to learn magic when he can't use it himself. Now that I think of it, he did talk like he knew Asha in the waterways. No wonder he always seemed to show up wherever Asha was. He could have just told me from the start he knows her, and I was struggling to keep it a secret. She tricking you, man. I just want to check something. So tell me what happened after What happened with the fighter? Well, it's a long story. Hold on. Aren't you hungry? Let's talk over dinner. Here, order anything you want to eat. Why aren't you taking it? I'm just surprised. And I'll have this and this. So not only did that Mr. No Name steal the thing from the box, but he insisted that it was his. He goes, "What's in the box is mine." Jeez, what kind of logic is that? Did you just call him Mr. No Name? At first, I just called him Mister because I didn't know his name. But when I asked him later, he said he doesn't have a name. I offered to come with a cool name, but he refused, and he told me just to call him Mister. So if I told him that he steals that item, he'll go to hell and be punished by agony. Then I don't know if it's because he's afraid of hell, but he asked me to race him. He was going to throw that bracelet as far as he could, and whoever picks it up first gets to keep it. You should have chosen the box at that time. What if the man had ran away with the box while you ran after the bracelet? Moment of realization. Forget it. Keep going. Yeah, so I ran after the bracelet. Asha, this is the first time you've listened to me for so long. I hope you can talk like this more often. Tell me about yourself next time. Sure, next time. That was that like take yourself back to the first time that you guys read this on season 2, chapter 125, chapter 227 in total. Was that eerie for you guys? That was like, it's so weird because this is all I wanted to see. Like, just be normal, be regular, listen sometimes. But that was eerie because that was strange. That hurt me. That hurt. That made me cringe a little. I'm not even gonna hold you. All right, Mirha, as you've requested, let me make sure that okay, Mirha, as you requested, I tried contacting several places from Atera, which Leez and Asha first visited two temples, magic guilds, and magic academies. I haven't received a reply from the temples yet, and these are. I want to see your legs. Are they metallic or something? Oh, sorry. All right. I haven't received a reply from the temples yet, and these are what the magic guilds have sent in response. In general, the general manager sent. Excuse me. Wow. Because Roosh, the branch president, is absent. The first day, Red Sky was attending. Some girl I never seen. I told her about Roosh. Doesn't it seem strange that Asha made a request like that, ordering the employees to keep it a secret from Leez? I have an idea of why she did that, but I need something more certain. Is there anything else? There's a reply from the Magic Academy. It's from someone at the academy who visits temples often. Leez was in the Terra for almost a month, but it appears that she was completely locked inside the temple and was unable to see the outside world. Apparently, this was from a particular order from Asha. So not only did almost no one outside the temple know of Leez's existence, but doesn't seem to have really been many opportunities for outside information to reach Leez. As you can see, the documents you're holding, Asha blocked all of these. Yeah, that's what they said. At the time, in spite of it being difficult for Asha to do anything because of the artifact of the barrier, it appears she convinced the people in charge of something along the lines of Lisa's still young, so I want to keep her from knowing about brutal things like the Red Sky incident. That's a lie. There's no reason to hide that incident from Leez. What Asha wanted to block was not the Sky incident. Whoa. Dude, this is her friend. It was the final remaining relationship of a girl who lost everything. That's so crazy. Let's end that chapter. What is this like IV drip? Give me a little smickle schmackerel here and there is killing me, son. I'm a patient man. I am patient, but man, this is killing me, dude. I need to know what's going on. I'm tired of constantly like trying to read intentions and see behind this conniving facade that people have and shit. But it's getting good. Keep it pushing. I was told that the passenger ship that left from Eloth will be arriving this afternoon. Have you decided what to do? Yes, Father. Good. I'll follow your lead, so tell me. Whose side are you taking this fight? I will Tell me one last guy, Kubera. Story out by Currygom Part 2, Episode 126, The Mythical Island Part 6. Aeroplateau Temple of Wind. Whoa, whoa. I've been to several temples, but I think this Temple of Wind is the best one. The best that I've seen so far. I'm only taking a look around, but it's like I feel like I could fly. This garden is really pretty too. It must be hard to manage all of that. Taking care of the garden is Mira's hobby, which is a single Vati Vayu spell. The trees get trimmed and the ground is cleaned. Wow, you can do that with that spell. It's usually hard to do something so elaborate with that spell. It's only possible because of Mira. It's because of her attributes and shit. Well, we're here. Go to the inside. Mira's waiting for you. Welcome, Leez. There's the pops. Well, I'll get going now. Sure. See you later, father. Also, that's Mira's dad. I heard her father's a priest too. She studied before she came here. Hey, she just a read. See, I like that. I like that. She took some agency on herself to just, get a little extra info. That's a good sign in my opinion. Your name is Leez? Pardon, yes. My name is Leez Haias. I hope that you and Mira will be good friends. Ura Simon, pure blood, 50 years old, priest of the Aeroplateau sky, Mankragic? Can I English? English hard, dude. Magic rank A. 9th place. Magic ranking 8th place before Ran was promoted to AA. Oh, shit. Let's go, Ran. Anyways, yeah, this is just stuff about him. You're the only person to read A for a reason to receive A plus certification for a reason other than the barrier test. Interesting. Sure. Actually, I'm gonna screenshot this. This might be vital. Remember that for later. Sure, of course. Nice to meet you, sir. Leez, my secretary will teach you Brahati Kubera. Wow. You must have been born with innate luck for friends. People don't usually stick around after you push them away like that. No matter what happens, you should be grateful for those who support you for the rest of your life. He's spitting, though. Why don't you introduce her to a magician when she's already so enthusiastic? There's a certain limit to what she could learn on her own. Just tell me why you wanted to see me. It will take a while to explain in words. Start by reading the papers in front of you. I know what you were thinking when you came all the way here, but what are you going to do about this? As you can see, I've found plenty of evidence to ruin that plan of yours. It really blows my mind, Asha. Your attitude hasn't advanced a single step since 11 years ago, while only your abilities for satisfying your own desires have grown. It's no work at all for you to make someone feel stupid. Isn't that right? Mira Simon, quarter, 30 years old. Quarters look half as old as they are. Priestess of the Aeroplateau, Wind. Magic rank A, 16th ranked place. Magic ranking 15th place before rounds promoted. He crashed into the top 10 and said, "What's poppin'?" Yeah. From the planet Cart. That's interesting. She's from there. I will keep that in mind. Got it memorized. Her abilities don't quite live up to her reputation as a genius when she was a child, but even now there is no one on the planet with Raf who can match up to her wind magic. Okay, so that's what it looked like. What it seemed like to be like. She's very adept at wind magic, so that's what makes her special. Like she could do that really, really, really well. How many people know about this? Just me and my secretary, since all the information we have gathered come from different sources. Not even the people who provided us with this information would likely know what it's for. Even if they could see this, most of them would just say it's strange and ignore it. Because it's me, I'm looking into what your intentions are behind these instructions that you have purposely given for Leez's sake. So what do you think? You haven't gone that far to murder a priestess just to destroy evidence, have you? Why are you letting me know this in advance? Well, it's because in spite of having critical evidence, I'm going to defend you. Hang in there, Leez. Hang in there. Hang in there. It's going to get better. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. If I were to defend you without knowing anything, you would probably think that I'm still a pushover who blindly trusts you, wouldn't you? I wouldn't want that. It's unfair to me. Don't get me wrong, Asha. I intend on defending you, but I don't trust you. There's no need to feel anxious. I have no intention of letting other people know what you're up to. More than anything, I just can't bring myself to tell anyone because I feel like it will crush Leez mentally. It would be such a shame for a sweet girl like her to become as twisted as us. Alright. I hear you. Pure heart out. But being this naive and kind-hearted, not it. I need you to twist a little bit. I'm trying to see her get some rawness and swag. That's what I'm trying to see. So yes, Rao wouldn't want his only daughter to fall apart either. Yo, Rao name drop. So regardless of friends, I'll tell her later, as I figured it out on my own. You, Asha, will be known as Leez's guardian. I'll keep that revolting scheme of yours to myself. Of course, no matter how the arguments with Saha end, I will be the one protecting Leez after all. I can't stand to see you using her anymore. Okay? But there weren't supposed to be any passenger ships coming in today, so how did you change the schedule of the vessel? There's still a lot of time until the Grand Magician's Conference, though. Okay, who's this? 6 years old? Oh, 26, wow. Lilia Shu. Head of the Aeroplateau Magic Guild, rank A, 28th rank before, 27th before Ran was promoted to AA. I lose every time I see it. Shout out to Ran. From the planet Cart, immigrated to Willarv, N5, 11 years ago, was a student in the Cart Academy. Okay. I don't care about when the conference is. I'm heading to the Temple of Wind right now. I'm heading to the Temple right now, to the Temple of Wind. And chapter 29, the Mythical Island End. Next chapter, Falling Petals. Now, Falling Petals was the main one what people really wanted me to start. And I personally decided to start where I started instead of starting here. So here is where it begins. So let's see what happens. I'm extremely excited. I'm gonna go use the bathroom though. Give me a sec. All right. Falling Petals. We are here. Let's see what's going on. Yeah. How did it go? Yeah. With the thing that I instructed. Why am I doing that? Instructed you about. I found him, but I didn't kill him. Why not? First of all, half his blood is from the Garuda, so I have to be more careful about killing him. Secondly, he may have grown recently, but he didn't look strong enough to cause us any worry. The more you drag this out, the more time he'll get used to his newly grown body to continue getting stronger. And he's still only at the 3rd stage. Plus, his crime is far too great to just beat him to death. Alright. I don't intend on spoiling your personal vendetta, but make sure it doesn't get in the way of our plan. It'll make things hard for us if he shows up again and starts interfering. That won't happen. I've already found a way to keep him from budging an inch. Talk about Agni? Who's interfering? Alright. So, here we are, guys. One last guy, Kubera, story art by Currygom, Part 2 was Season 2, Episode 127, Falling Petals. I always call it Falling Leaves sometimes. Falling Petals, Part 1, Chapter 229 in total. Did I actually change the number to 27 here? Yes, I did. Am I recording? I did that one time. I wasn't recording. I was talking for like 10 minutes and this shit was not recorded. I was so angry. You said I did that for Outsider, because Outsider was something I was also reading like this. but I didn't record the beginning of it, so I didn't bother making it a video. You said you start floating after studying on your own, right? Could you tell me how you managed to do that? Oh shit. Lita Halo. Oh, now I can see her eyes. She cute. Or he cute. Anyways, Rand told me not to tell anyone else about it. You're going to have to explain the situation to me as much in detail as possible. Otherwise, I won't know what the problem is, and it'll be hard to help you. Sorry, Rand. I'll have to dispel. You see, what happened is that really how you did it? Did you really practice Bhavati Kubera in such a way? Like that? Shh, you can't tell anyone about this. Please keep it a secret. I'm asking you as a favor. Alright, now first of all, when you're steering yourself in midair, you're going to press R2, hit that drift, right? Now when the sparks turn, you're done already? Yeah, although I couldn't check her Parvati Kubera here, I'm pretty sure she will succeed almost right away when she tries outside of Aeroplateau. She keeps asking me to repeat things because there are a lot of words she didn't know, but aside from that, she has a remarkable level of understanding and memory. Very impressive. I figured her physical abilities would be excellent since she passed, claiming first place in the test, but I didn't know she would also be so bright as well. Mirha, this is my personal opinion, but shouldn't Leez know the truth too since she's directly involved with this? No, not yet. Since I have taken Leez away from Asha, they have grown a little distant. When Leez won't be too shocked by this, then I'll tell her. But the Grand Magician's Conference is right around the corner. I wonder if the conference is going to happen and something... Ooh, baby! Well, the Grand Magic Conference is right around the corner. I'm not sure whether we should defend Asha in spite of having all this evidence or whether we should just stand by and watch this absurd situation where a victim trusts her own assailant. The Stockholm Syndrome type beat does not agree with Nia Hemmings. I want Leez to be free, and I want Asha to just go do what she gotta do and be great. I still believe in you, Asha. Don't let me down, baby girl. It may be hard to understand, but do as I say. Great shocks follow, great trust after all. Asha will leave once the meeting is over anyways, and it won't be too late to tell Leez the truth once they have grown distant. Leez, how's your Pravati Kubera coming along? Mira, I learned a lot thanks to you. Thank you. Where's Asha, by the way? Asha looks like she needed a bit of alone time. Because here's what I want to say real quick. I definitely feel like the webtoon is pushing me to trust her way less. To really doubt Asha. I truly believe her reasoning for this is really, really good. And let me tell you why. I'm going to give you a little bit of an example. And if you have not at all read, actually I don't want to spoil this. Okay, I'm going to just say this. In an anime that I watched called Puella Magica Madoka, there was a character that just kept doing things like her own way, completely almost numb to the way anyone else felt about it. Cold, calculated, reasonable, logical, emotionless, almost like, think of like a growing business person who just kind of upheaval small businesses, kind of sucks them in and only cares about the dollar bill, not the employees, none of the human aspect matters to them. So it's something in that realm, in that vein. But when I learned about Homura Kemi's past, what she had gone through, I truly felt the way that she was going about stuff was totally justified. Like I could even see myself getting to that level of numbness. I'll leave it at that. I believe in you, Asha. Don't you fucking let me down. Don't you do it. By the way, where's Asha? Needs alone time. While we're waiting for her, come with me to something I want to show you. You want to show me what? Something you want to show me? These are the clothes that your mother wore? Wow, for someone to wear the clothes like these, I know what you're imagining, but they actually didn't suit her that well. My mother was a half from the Asuras, and her face was the part of her that was Sura, I guess, whatever. Still, my mother loved my mother in spite of her face. He still hasn't thrown out all these clothes. But still, I guess she means These clothes are supposed to be thrown out, but her mother must not be with her anymore. Hey, Mira, don't be so sad. I kind of know how hard it is. Sorry, bringing up your sad memories. Is there anything you want to wear? You can take something as a souvenir from coming all the way over here. What? These are your mother's clothes. How could I? It's better for someone who suits them to wear them. It's unfair for these clothes to be stuck in a closet like this, or are you comfortable wearing the clothes of someone, or uncomfortable? Oh, no, it's not like that. Then try something on, and don't feel bad. How about this? It looks like it will really bring out your best features. That one's kind of. I feel like I should wear some. It feels like something I should wear when I'm a bit older. Ah, so you're looking for something more brightly colored for the young for and younger looking. Let's see. Did my mother have any clothes like that? Saha passed through the checkpoint. You know, with his abilities, he can watch over this entire city and attack you, right? Oh, he's strong. What was that? I'm going to give you one last chance to talk to Leez, but I suggest you don't do anything suspicious. Hey Asha, look. Hey, I like this dress. This is pretty. She looks pretty. She's so gorgeous. Hey Asha, it looks like you're busy even here. We haven't seen each other all day. To be continued. I had a feeling that the thing she said she should wear when she's maybe a bit older is like the outfit we kind of keep seeing when they're kind of showing us like the future of like what's going on with her and whatnot. So yeah, dude. I just put this on because Mira insisted. I'm trying it on for a minute. I know it looks weird on me. I never tried on clothes before. It suits you, really? Hurrah, look at me. People in Temple Asha said it suits me. Leez, What do you think about the accidental manslaughter incident of 29 people? I want you guys to take in the absurdity of this situation for just a quick second, okay? I just put on my new tracksuit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really that confident in my looks. I'm feeling nice. She's like, yeah, you look good. I'm like, hey, let's go. Hey, you know that thing that I was on trial for and I could have went to jail for? Where I killed and murdered a bunch of people? Hey, yo, how you feel about that shit? What a thing to just fucking ask me. What the hell? What's going on? What's going on, dude? That. Wasn't it a mistake? They say that even monkeys fall from trees sometimes, so a genius like you can start to make a mistake 29 times? Yeah, 29 times. Why? Am I supposed to believe you killed 29 people on purpose, Asha? No way. You're the one who leaped in front of that terrifying high-rank Sura to rescue me. If you were such an evil person that killed 29 people on purpose, you would have just left me to die. All those 29 deaths were accidents, at least to me, no matter what anyone else says. Do you really think they were all mistakes? Of course. At least to me, they are mistakes, no matter what anyone else says. Are you stupid? You know that's not true. How could you... why would you believe when you know the truth? I really... Because you still have so much paths open to you. I have faith in the possibility of the future. The possibility of a child who went down the wrong path so early will return to the truly righteous path. Are you confident that your opinion won't change in the future? Yeah, then promise me, no matter what happens, you'll believe me. Okay, I promise, Asha. One last god, Kubera, sorry, art by Currygom Part 2, Episode 128, Fallen Petals Part 2, baby. They talking. Rabble. Huh? So many people. Why are so many people? Is there kind of event happening at the temple? Miss Asha Raiho, your presence is required immediately. If you cooperate, we will treat you in a way benefiting an A++ level magician. But if you refuse to cooperate and try to escape or fight back, it will be seen as an acknowledgement of your crimes, and you will be treated as an A- rank magic criminal. What's going on all of a sudden? Why are you arresting her, Ran? What are you doing here? What's happening? What's all this? I'll explain to you soon, so please step back for now, Leez. With the 29 cases which were deemed accidental manslaughters, in addition to 3 remaining unsolved cases, Asha is being charged for the intentional murder of 32 people. What? All right. Since Sympathy is back and we have finished surveying Rind Hollow, shall we map out a complete picture of the situation? Rind Hollow itself isn't a very difficult target right now with our forces, so the problem is if someone disturbs our plan. The biggest hindrance is definitely this guy. Stupid poo. Chill on Agony, dog. Chill on my dude. He's lit with it. Do you have any courage to face Agony now? Nabi. Simpanti, not even you? If he's summoned by a summoner, I won't lose in terms of power. The problem is his insight. Unlike other 5th stage Rakashas, I'm now barely only 5,000 years old, so I'm not on a stage where I can defeat Agony's insight. I would have to fight him with my eyes closed, and if my eyes were accidentally met, he would read my thoughts, and it would be cause a lot of problems. I don't want to be burdened with the risk of revealing the fate of the Garudas to a 5th Zen god. Because you see, we 5th Zen gods, you know what I'm saying? We've built a little different, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? If it were anyone else, I could get rid of them for you, but I'm not going to refuse to face off Agony. So you're saying that you would win, but you want to avoid any possible danger. All right, I understand from your perspective. There's no reason to accept such risks. So what should we do? I like Sagara, by the way. I'm the only one who's old enough that his insight wouldn't work on. Should I fight Agony myself? You mean Sagara? I'd rather find a way to persuade Chess. He's as old as the universe itself. So Agony's insight will work on him, and he may be only a 4th-stage Raksha, but he can temporarily use the stage of a 5th stage, the powers of a 5th stage. I'm sure he can keep Agony's hands tied until we can reach our plan. I appreciate your concern for me, but it wouldn't be easy convincing that guy, Chess. It may just turn out to be a waste of time. Still, better than putting yourself in danger, Sagara. This isn't like last time when we had to directly raid Atera, since our target this time was the Rind Hollow. Agony's top priority is protecting the Summoner and Atera, so it would be hard for him to directly interfere with us at Rind Hollow. Besides, see that mountain over there? Bang. What the fuck? Taraka has sealed off this transcendental skill. But I tried it out recently for fun, and it looks like it works. I was shocked. I don't know how, but Taraka is dead. So I got some useful transcendental skills back. The problem is that Gandhara has regained his transcendentals as well. Not Gandhi. Not this dude. Not that bozo. That clown. That loser. I'm not a Gandhi guy. I don't fuck with him. Oh my goodness. Let's keep it going. Is that Ran? I heard he became a AA. Since his magic exam score was so high, will you participate in Asha's trial? It may be hard to accept, but that's the current situation. Amongst the 32 cases for which Asha was designated the prime suspect, 29 of them were deemed accidental killings, and the remaining 3 cases ended up being unsolved because of insufficient evidence. Excuse me. After investigating the cases recently, all 32 of them had something in common. There was a clear motive for murder and plenty of evidence to support this. You said it was the name of a god, right? Yeah, that's right, the name of a god. All 32 people had the name Kubera. Alright. One Last God, story number Currygom, part 2, season 2, 129, Fallen Petals, number 3, chapter 231 in totality. Claude. No, we have Tio! She hasn't been here. She hitting it with the transcendental swordsmanship. Yeah. Where has he gone? I looked everywhere in the city. He might have gone, but there are no records of him exiting the checkpoint either. Couldn't he have left without passing through the checkpoint? He used to do that Rind Hollow sometimes so that people wouldn't find out he left right away. He left. Or find out right away that he left. Ark. Isn't he gonna help us at a time like this? Oh wait, I think Claude wrote this. He didn't leave a message for me. Why would he leave a note here? Hey Han, why don't you put your name on the Do Not Resurrect list now? I strongly recommend that you look into the truth of the Vishnu spells and seriously consider it. If Sierra shows up, tell him that I've gone to do some part-time work. I'll buy him a drink when I get paid. A drink? What a lot of crap, but I mean I'll punch his jaw right off. Sierra, go vent your anger and sleep in your own temple. Yeah, don't break my good ass marble walls. I don't know if the walls are marble, but yeah. Claude, what are you doing here? What do you mean I can't... Wait, what is this nigga planning? Son, this is why I like your sister. Sister raw, man. Alright. I just feel like y'all set me up. What do you mean I can't be here? I have a right to attend the Grand Magician's Conference too. Claude, you pure blood, 29 years old, Rin Hollow. Hey, he's only 1 year older than me. Rin Hollow Priest of Death, rank 8, AA, third place ranking, second place before Ram was promoted to AA. I am not questioning about your I'm not questioning about your qualification to ask why are you here. Why the heck did you take a transport ship? In Calibu, I didn't originally plan on taking the ship, but I fell asleep on the ship as I was loading a gift onto it that I wanted to give Asha. When I opened my eyes, I found myself on Aeroplateau. Wow, the view here is so sick. This is such a cool city. Did you know that Aeroplateau was the 5th out of a list of 100 best travel destinations for healing yourself? This was the only place where a city itself was ranked. Remarkable. Hey, Claude, did you come here for a tour or something? Is it better to be attending a meeting here than messing around in Caliboom, though? Natasha Ross, pure blood, 37 years old. She bad. Professor of the magic at Eloth University, formerly the top candidate for Pieces of Fire, Magic A, 13th place before. I didn't do this last time, Rand did it. Now I did it twice. And then Rand done came into the cracked into the rankings and pushed everybody down the spot. I fuck with that. I wish you had even half of Irie's personality and looks. You got that purple hair. Claude, how is it that you haven't grown at all since university? Are you even going to attend the meeting? Erin Florusi, pure blood, 33 years old, professor at the university, yada yada yada, same thing. Ryan, yes sir. Yeah, yeah. Well, I heard that Saha is gonna bring up Asha Rai Rahul. Wait, is it Rahiro? Rahiro's accidental manslaughter incident for discussion in meetings. So I was wondering if I could be of some help. We don't need your help, so just forget it. Ran is the only AA whose help I need for this trial. I'm not speaking to any other AAs until the trial's over. I mean, I'm not saying with the help with the trial. I'm talking about after the trial. If those 3 unsolved cases are confirmed to be murders, she can get even the death penalty. Have you found an executioner? Most people don't want to be the executioner. Isn't it nice if someone volunteers to do it? You know what? There she is in prison. Asha. It's not true. You've been framed, right? That you've been killing people with the name of God. It's ridiculous. Then what about me, Asha? Why am I still alive? You had plenty of chances to kill me, but you didn't. You protected me. Even knowing my real name, you said that you would protect me. Something is wrong. There's been a misunderstanding. Tell them your side of the story. I'll help you clear your name, so just say it's not true. Tell me you didn't kill those people on purpose. Tell me. Don't just keep your mouth shut. Tell me it's all a lie. Leez. Do you think that it was a coincidence that I happened to be passing by your village at that time? Why would I be in some remote village in the middle of nowhere? I was looking for people with the god's name. The Suras were also looking for people named after the god. If I find them first, only one person dies. If Sura finds them, the entire village gets destroyed. When you think about it, Leez, if you had died earlier, your village probably wouldn't have been damaged as the way it was. Think whatever you like about the fact I didn't kill you only kill you and brought you all the way here, either in a positive way or negative way. The results of that trust and whatever guilt you feel afterwards is all on you. Interesting. Creek. Slam. If I find them first, only one person dies. If the Sura finds them, the entire village gets destroyed. Huff, huff. If you think about it, Leez, if you had died earlier, your village probably wouldn't have been as damaged as it was. Oh my god. Now she in the mud? This shit is so fucking wild, son. I don't even know what to say. I'm gonna keep reading. Fuck. Before the Grand Magic Conference began, Ashia's magic usage records were examined. The estimated time of death, place, and causes of death of the 29 incidents deemed as accidental killings all matched Ashia's records of deadly magic use, so they were clearly proven to be murders. And although there were differences in the time frame for the 3 remaining unsolved cases, Ashia could have easily tempered with the evidence if she used Hotni Vishnu. At the time, Hotni Vishnu was thought to be impossible to use, so they didn't even check the records. That I understand that, but that still seems like a big oversight on a case. I could understand you being like, even though it's impossible right now to use this, let's just check for like accurate, like you should, cross all your, is it dot all your T's, dot all your I's, cross all your T's. So I'm actually gonna call it like them incompetent for not actually doing that beforehand. That's just me though. Thus, in order for her to be declared guilty of the unresolved cases, all that remained was a confirmation of Ashia's records of usage of Hotni Vishnu during that time period. As a result of the inspection, her Hotni Vishnu's usage record was confirmed to have been used more than 1,000 times since she entered the planet Willarv in the year 995. Ultimately, all the unsolved cases were declared to be intentional murders, and then the Grand Magician's Conference only had to determine her sentence. We're on part 4, Falling Petals, 130, season 2, 232 in total. Well, Grand Magician's Conference, come. Magic ranking 1,000 place or less may enter the main hall of Sky Tower. Slam. Fix up this OP. Hey! The real you! ID, the real GOAT! The greatest of all time! Yes, sir! Fix up this old piece of junk for me. It's a pain to be writing this. Pure Blood, 28 years old. Hold on, we're the same age. Hold on, let me just introduce myself. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm a fighter too, you know what I'm talking about. Invited instructor at the Atera Academy Magic Rank 8. Magic Rank 8, 7th place magicians ranking. The rankings from before Ran was promote will now be omitted. Okay, will now be omitted. Okay, thank you. So I just for one more time for the one time. All right. Jeez, you're so demanding. You normally would have to take a transport ship from Calibub to Elot to get to Aeroplateau. Just be grateful you were able to come here directly from Atera. Quit complaining when my car is the only reason that you were able to get here before the meeting starts. Lorraine! What it do? Hold on now. You got the credit for everything. Oh, this is Roosh. Okay, so Roosh is the older sister. Okay, sorry. I was shipping earlier. My teleporting was a big part of the reason you're able to cut down travel time, you know? Requires twice as old as they look, branch and everything, yada yada, yeah, I'll give you 30% of the credit, Roosh. That's the girl. All that girl with the big butt did was take up 1.5 the seats on the way here. Plus, you can't use Kubera magic here. Doesn't that make Kubera magic just a high-ranked pushover? Excuse me, I can hear both of you. Now, we don't have time to bum around. We should go and prepare for the meeting in advance. But why do I see so many halves around here? Halves? You're right. I wonder why there are so many of them here. Strange. Halves don't usually come here since people in Aeroplateau don't have very good perception of them. They can't even use magic, so it's not like they're here to attend the meeting either. I asked someone, they said they were here for the meeting though. It seems they're witnesses for Ashia's trial. I'm not sure what they're testifying for, but anyway, Saha is vouching for all of them. They have the same hair color. Do they? I don't know. Sorry. Crap. Why there's so many halves? I came here all the way up here. Now I have to put up all these halves flocking around. This sucks. Should I bump into one of them and pick a fight? Hey, what's good with you, nigga? Damn. Hold on. Don't bother them over nothing. Saha vouched them to be here. Saha? Then these halves are going to testify against Asha. Then I'll leave them be. After all, I came all the way here because I hold a grudge. Not for being at Asha's trial. For the manslaughter incident. Isn't that Ran? I thought he had a phobia of halves. Yeah, that's him. Seeing him sitting among those halves, I guess he's overcome his phobia just a little. I guess not. How can he still be cowering in fear of halves when he's a double aim now? It's just pathetic. He's more capable of easily wiping out all these halves there by himself if he chose to. I heard it's because of a trauma from the great upheaval. Isn't he just being weird though? It's not like he's the only guy who was assaulted by halves back then. He's just mentally weak. I lost my parents, husband, and children. Oh my god! Are you okay? Do you need a hug? Oh my lord. But I only despise them, not fear them, Natasha. If he doesn't get over his little problems soon, he'll be a joke for the rest of his life. How many people out there would be willing to accept a pathetic disorder like that with the way the world is? With the world the way that it is. Unless they were from a close family. Excuse me. Let me pass. Hey, isn't she? Ran? It's alright. It's okay now. You don't need to be afraid. Wait, that's crazy. You're the one who was too busy to come to help me with my graduation project. Looks like you've got more time on your hands now, Professor. It's pretty far from Misty Shore to Aeroplateau. What happened to the guy who was just crying a minute ago? Juan and Elaine and Ellen said that they will look after Misty Shore. Since I'm a fairly high-ranked magician in Misty Shore, I came on their behalf. Rana Mia. 27 years old, pure blood, professor of the Magic Academy at professor of magic at Misty Shore University. She and Ran have been friends for 18 years. Magic rank A, 24th place, magic ranking. After working all day during the semester, the only thing you take time off is to attend a meeting. Tis. When are you ever going to get a boyfriend? You'll be 30 before you know it. You're one to talk. For someone who's 10 years older than me. For quarters, age is it's just a number. Even now, I look like a magic student if I put on a uniform. You may get older more slowly, but you still can't stop it. Eventually, you'll become older and an old man too. But in my case, I could stop right here and not get any older. What do you mean not get any older? Are you still half-assed or just jet-lagged? Forget it. There's something I can get. There's something I can get if I go back with the Misty Shore with you after the meeting is over. What on earth could it be for you to come? What on earth? What is it? What on earth could it be for me to have to go with you in order to get it? Why is she blushing? I'll tell you after the meeting is over. Anyways, congratulations on your graduation and your AA position. You're starting to look a bit cool now that you're finally out of school. Hey! He finna pipe down the line. On God he is. He about to... Haha, I shouldn't laugh. But I haven't had anything to laugh about lately, so seeing her silly face makes me laugh. Whose silly face? Rana, I really wish I could go back to when I was in Misty Shore. I hadn't started breaking through the waterways. If I hadn't, I wouldn't have had the chance to get stuck in the middle of all this. When will the trial happen? What happened in the trial? I'm not sure if anyone will stick up for Asher after seeing all this evidence. 15 minutes until the Grand Magic Conference begins. Any high rankers from 1st to 100th place who have not entered yet, please make haste to enter the main hall. And there's Asha sitting all alone. What about to happen? My chest beating. This is so fucking crazy, dude. All right. Mirha's defending her. Yeah, Ura's also by her side. I'm not entirely sure, but knowing how he'll do anything for his daughter, he will probably, it doesn't matter. It's clear on what basis they're going to defend her, but your testimony alone as a witness, alone from Cart, will be enough, she blushing. Sorry, could it be more help? Mr. Saha, I need to talk to you for a minute. We'll talk after the meeting. She still acts all polite in public. If she dislikes him so much, why not just break off the engagement? It won't do any good to talk after the meeting. What are all these halves here for? Why did I summon those halves? No one has guessed the real reason yet, can you? I mean, what I mean is, I'm not asking you because I don't know. I clearly refused when Asha came to ask for permission. Sorry. For permission to use the life search system. I'll have to keep this on because I'm expecting an important text. So sorry about that. Okay. But after that, Asha got her hands on the results of the search, and she used those search for murder. Another double A who searched on double A's behalf. Are you suspecting me right now? Lila and Claude are both possible candidates. I am not just suspecting you. Anyway, if this is such an important issue, you could talk to me about it before. Even if you suspect me, could you have at least we're engaged after all? Okay, so there, once we're engaged, okay. Keeping public and private affairs separate is a leader's most important virtue, Lorraine. If you're curious about something, you'll hear about it in the conference hall. How crafty of you to try and use your position as his fiancé at times like this after running away to Otero because you didn't want to get married to him. You should have just said yes and got married. Who knows? Maybe he would have made exceptions if you two were married. Hey. Hey. Story and art by Currygom. We have Falling Petals 5. 28 incidents occurred over a 4-year period from year N7 to N10, and following a year-long period without any incidences. The 29th case occurred in N12. Asha was arrested for this 29th incident, the reason being that she received her magic license in N11. It's easy to track her from the Magic Guild since she holds a magic license, and while examining the magic records for the investigation of this, the other 28 cases came to light. Here's one question that comes to mind. Why would Asha have tried to get her magic license in spite of the danger of the other 28 incidences being revealed? That is because she didn't know the location of her 29th target. The previous 28 people were all in places that she knew of, but the location of the last person had changed. That's why Asha earned her AA rank magic privileges in order to use the life search system. Now, as you can probably guess from what you've heard so far, Asha's motive was for a name. I have some strong evidence to support this. To the original names of the victims who Asha killed were all named Kubera. They're all the same name, and the name of a god of that. How on earth? The god of earth. But Asha was not promoted to AA in the end. So how did she search? How did she use the search system? Ran, is that all you were worried about? It really is shocking. It's just no. It's just the beginning. There are even records from the time Asha threatening the examiner in an attempt to obtain her AA rank, but she didn't end up getting it because she didn't take the barrier test. There's no way of telling how Asha managed to get her hands on the results of the life search system after that. But in the year N12, there were records of every AA logging into this system except Saha. Claude, Layla, and Lorraine. It appears that one of these three searched the name Kubera and shared the results with Asha, although I'll have to look more into this. Anyways, Asha's murders did not end with the 29th case. This screen shows the results of searching the name Kubera in N11. As you can see, there were over 30 people with this name at the time. But Asha, having already received a sentence of accidental manslaughter, were to kill again and be arrested, it may not have ended with just a penalty this time, which is why she chose to use Hati Vishnu. Asha used Hati Vishnu to manipulate the evidence and managed to avoid being on the list of suspects after the 30th incident. This is when the 3 unsolved cases occurred. You can see that she used Hati Vishnu to manipulate the evidence in the records of Hati Vishnu use from that time. Oh my god, Asha, this is so shocking. Having vanished after 3 unsolved cases, Asha. This is some Phoenix Wright shit. I'm having a great time. Solved cases. Asha showed herself again in Terra on the 10th month of N5. My guess is that another murder occurred before this disappearance, which has still not come to light. Does the defendant's attorney wish to say anything in rebuttable? Anything in rebuttal to what has been said so far? No, I acknowledge all these charges. It's true that she committed premeditated murder against people with the God's name, that an AA performed a life search on her behalf, and that there was another murder while she was in hiding. So all that's true. You got curry popcorn. I voted for her in accidental manslaughter, but people with the God's name, what on earth is Mira here to defend her for? However, everyone, we need to think about the reason that Asha killed these people. If Asha simply is a hideous murderer, then why on earth would she come all the way to Aeroplateau and let herself be captured without any resistance? So, is your defense that there's a good reason? Now, what you see here is the life search results from the year N11. As was explained from before, these are the locations of the Kuberas after killing the 28th person, and the 29th person could not be found. Here, the 29th person who died at the start of the year N12 was an Eloth. It must have been one of these two. I will now erase one of the dots. The 3 people who died in unsolved cases are these 3 dots southwest Eloth. And well, there would have been more murders after that, but there's no way for me to know exactly where they were, so I will omit it for now. What I want to show you is this part. Huh? What's she doing? Looks like she's erasing almost all of them. I have the spots that I have marked with the X's have been destroyed by sewer attacks. Any high rankers here will know that these are called the Red Sky incidents. Asha knew that these Red Sky incidents were going to occur because she met a god and received an oracle when she was in Cart. An oracle? Asha received an oracle? Really? Can we trust that? Let's keep listening for now. Asha knew that the Suras were after people who named Kubera, and she knew that if the Red Sky incidents would cause even greater damage if she let them live. So she found and eliminated those people in advance who have been a source of trouble. As a result, in places where Asha hunted down and killed someone, the number of sacrifices was minimized to just 1, whereas places where Asha could not find the people named Kubera, an entire city ended up being completely destroyed. I do not deny the fact of Asha's murder itself, but her murders were not for personal reasons, rather they were for the sake of saving more lives. I wonder if Lutz would come and kind of add on to this, because Lutz, he's a believer of her still being useful to save more lives despite the 29 that she had taken. That is why, in consideration of this purpose of hers, I feel like her sentence mustn't be decided upon leniently. That does make sense, but it's still murder. Then why didn't Asha discuss this with anyone before? Why would she make a decision about a matter which involves the lives of countless people? On what authority? That's a good question. Why did Asha decide on her own without telling anyone else? It was for your sake, everybody. If Asha had told us about this in advance, it would have led to a long dispute over the issue of whether to track down and kill the people named Kubera or try to... I don't think this is the reason. This is not good enough for me, by the way. Let's just say for whatever reason, this was truly the reason. For me, not good enough. We'll have to drop you, Asha. We gotta break up. If Asha had told us about this in advance, we would never go into anything, track down, kill, blah, blah, lead to greater damage. As a result of that dispute, whether we sacrificed the few for the many or the many for the few, we would have all shared the guilt for that. But Asha carried this guilt all by herself. In exchange for not telling us, we are getting our hands dirty by murder. She alone burdened this with the guilt that we should have to share. She chose to be a murderer. If that was her intention, then it's not a bad thing. I will finish my statement here. I hope you will give Asha a favorable sentence for her just cause. She shouldn't be executed. Yeah. Well, Artie, what do you think about Mira's statement? Seems right to you? No. Something strange. Why is everyone agreeing with her? This is not a just cause. If this is so not right. If it were me, I wouldn't have done it. Making up some plausible excuse to cover up her action doesn't make her original intent disappear. Layla, bring in the halves. Let me tell you, does killing a half count as murder? No, it does not. It is not legally considered a murder yet. That's fucked up, by the way. That's right. Killing a half isn't legally murder yet. So this applies to the half that Asher killed. The 29 accidental manslaughter cases didn't include halves. These are the acquaintances of the halves that Asher kills. They are friends and family remembering their buried loved ones whose deaths were not even treated as murders. Now I'm going to talk about what Asha used Hotni Vishnu 1,000 times for, as well as how she managed to acquire her remarkable magic ability. Oh shit, fuck man, this is so much, dude! Asha! Baby. Why? Holy! Let's keep it going. Hello. Mellow. Asha's divine affinity is said to be 515, but that's only because old testing devices can only measure up to 4 digits. Her real divine affinity is 10515. Excuse me. This number wasn't accepted properly since it's so extremely different from most magicians. But there are several other people whose divine affinity has been recorded low, so this in itself is not terribly unusual. A representative example of the Jibril Adjes deceased 10 years ago who had an affinity of divine affinity of over 10,000. I knew about that. Really? I never heard about that before. Honestly, when you think about the powers of her magic, it makes no sense that her divine affinity would be so low. Jibril even killed Rakshas on her own. Divine affinity is almost entirely inborn, and even if you train it, the effects are minimal. One could equip a godly item, but if the item is detected by the testing device, you fail the test. So, common sense tells us that Asher's divine affinity must have been that high since she's a child. However, everyone, I am Leela Shu, the branch president of Aeroplateau Magic Guild. I'm from planet Cart, and I was second best in my class from the time I entered the EOS, the only magic academy on Cart, until my graduation. The person who had entered the school with me and who was the top of the class the entire time was the priestess Mira sitting over there. As you know, Asha is also from the planet Cart. Asha was remarkably intelligent, surprising everyone at the academy by memorizing all 400 areas of Cart waterway system at just 7 years old. How were Asha's grades at the academy? First place. She just said that her and Mira were at the top 2, so alright, third place. You probably expected her grades to be high, but unfortunately, Asha never even entered the Magic Academy. She got a perfect score on the written exam, but couldn't meet the basic requirements of a divine affinity of 300. Falling Petal 6. Falling Petals? Falling from Grace? What did we... That name, it makes sense to some degree. You may be thinking maybe her divine affinity was over 10,000 back then as well, but it was displayed wrong. But that isn't so. Asha really had almost no divine affinity. Her magic powers were just as terrible, her low divine affinity too. Isn't that right, Mirha? Please answer truthfully, Mirha. We can also get a witness from Cart. And some more of them would be officials from the EOS Magic Academy. It's true. Asha had almost no magical abilities at the time, so she chose a career as a scholar instead of a magician. She entered a regular academy instead of the Magic Academy. Yo, Claude is enjoying the fuck out of it. This nigga's eating popcorn. He's a sick fuck. He's a sick fuck for that. He's sick. He's sick. Thank you for answering, Priestess Mirha. Ultimately, this means that Asha used some unknown method to increase her divinity to over 10,000. There are records of Asha's Hotni Vishnu uses almost sporadically uses until N6. The number of uses increases dramatically starting in N7. There are a lot of records using it several times in a row in the same places. What could Asha have been doing at the time? The halves here will testify regarding these days, since they are the days on which their families and friends were brutally slaughtered. Did you know that too? No, not that. If you look here, the target of the spell divides into almost two of the same locations. One of them is herself, the other one is her victim. This is evident when you compare these with the records of the murderous spells examined at the trial for the accidental murders from before. When you look at the records together, Asha practiced these lethal spells on half, and her purpose in using Hotni Vishnu at the time was to revive those who died more quickly than expected, as well as to reset her own number of spell uses when she ran out of spell usage during magic practice. But since the number of Hotni Vishnu and Asha's energy cannot be reset, the time when each murder ended appears to have probably been the only time she used up all her Hotni Vishnu for that day, or when she ran out of vigor. Practicing a spell by killing halves, that's terrible. She's not the only person who kills halves, regardless of how she killed them. It's not exactly murder, but would that really make her divine affinity go up? Question. I understand that Asha practiced magic using halves and brutally killed them, but what does that have to do with determining her sentence? Of course, I think that Asha should be severely punished, but she should only be because she killed humans, not halves. That's so fucked up, dude. Her sentence should not be increased because of how she killed the halves. Let's not lose sight of this case. Of course, I'm not trying to discuss her sentence based on the fact she killed halves. However, this means that we could perhaps doubt Asha's just cause. As you can see here, Asha went from using Hotni Vishnu less than 10 times a day to using it over 50 times daily. Just as with the other deadly spells, her daily number of uses increased tremendously. It may be understandable in a real fight against Suras, high-ranked Suras, but this girl species too dramatic considering that she was practicing on halves. Was there something special about the halves who died? Everyone it may hurt to say, but we need absolutely you need your absolute testimony to punish the criminal. Please use the original name of the halves who died. Kubera. Murmur. That's right. Even the halves whom Asha kills were named after the god. The results of the life search shows that 61 Kuberas died from when Asha transferred here until the start of N12. Among those, this is so crazy, dude. 29 humans were registered as accidental deaths. The other 32 were halves. And then she was only punished for one of them on a charge of the destruction of property because the half was a guarantor. The other 31 cases reported were not even reported. The other 31 cases were not even reported. If halves were recognized as human, this incident would have already come to light. But this isn't the time or place for discussing the human rights or halves, so I'll skip that. Since I know that even those who really hate halves have only suffering to account for, no matter how many halves without guarantors that Asha killed, that itself is not a crime, but they were also named after the gods. And Asha hunted down those specific halves to practice the magic. As a result, her daily spells and divine affinity grew rapidly. I'm not sure if Asha's attorney has anything to say about this. Does committing brutal murders for the sake of enhancing her own personal magic ability also count as a just cause? I don't get it though. Like, when was it ever stated that killing halves or would like increase your divinity like that? I'm not sure. If someone could explain that to me, unless they're gonna explain it soon, let me know, because I'm not sure I get that. That's speculation. Having a name after a god is simply treated as a blasphemy. It has no special influence on the individual. What's her basis there for? What is the basis there for her magic abilities increasing by? Oh, there we go. By killing them. If that's how you feel, then let me tell you something. This may sound absurd, but you're the one who brought up the oracle first. And since neither of us can prove anything, you're free to believe whatever you like. I also received an oracle during the Great Upheaval. Goddamn. Alright. Am I in the right chapter? Yes. I'm sorry, I meant like type it out. If we assume that Asha's oracle is true, then the god that I met would not be the same one that she met. Even gods have conflicts among themselves. The god I met was Surya, the god of light. At the time of the Great Upheaval, Surya was worried that his friend Kubera might have been in great danger, and he might even disappear. At the time, I wasn't sure how a crisis like that might occur, but now I understand. Kubera's power was split between the people named after him. The power of the name. Was Asha making Kubera or Leez stronger by eliminating all the other persons who share her name? Yo, what's going on, family? At the time, I wasn't sure how Christ might be, but I made them. Since Asha practiced spells on people with divine power, her magic abilities grew quickly, as if she had practiced on high-ranked suras. And while the reason for the increase in her affinities unclear, wait a minute. Was killing people with the name Kubera powering up Asha? You may call it speculation, but between her sudden increase in abilities from having no magic talent on Kacht and those numerous instances of using deadly spells against halves named after the god, I'm sure there could be a more persuasive explanation for the relationship between the two. I don't buy this just cause about her wanting to reduce the damage to people either. The Suras killed Kuberas during the Red Sky incident, and Asha likewise hunted down and killed Kuberas. But isn't it strange? Asha, who supposedly did this for a just cause, had actually helped the Suras achieve their goals more quickly right now. Murmur. We can't be sure of the Suras' exact purpose, but it's clear that by all the Kuberas dying, something was favorable to the Suras will happen. Hunting down and killing Kuberas to try and reduce the immediate damage is only helping the Suras achieve their goals more quickly. It would have been far more obvious to tell everyone about this in advance and then use every means possible to stop the Suras after bringing the Kuberas inside the barrier. The fact that she single-handedly tracked down and killed Kuberas in spite of this can only be seen for the sake of improving her own magical abilities, as well as for helping the Suras achieve their goals more quickly. I'm not sure whether it's true that she received an oracle from a god, or what god she received it from, but the gods only ever give us the right to choose. It's up for humans to make the final decision. Take responsibilities for your own actions. Asha Rahiro. Please enter the meeting hall within 5 minutes of the final vote beginning. Those with a rank of less of 101 may to participate in the final vote viewing after the contents of the meeting. At first, I had bought into what Mir had said. After hearing Saha, it sounds like he's right. There were years before the Red Sky incident in advance. If Asha told us before, we could have protected the Kuberas, and people living in the villages could have been evacuated. Those poor people died without even knowing about it because she didn't tell anyone. If we had only known about the attack on the Terror in advance. But what's the reason for Asha believing she needed to be this strong? You know what I'm saying? Look at me, I'm defending a murderer. What have I become? What did they do to me? The priest candidates, the whole thing about hiding it from us to reduce the damages seemed like a lie. Do you see how Asha couldn't refute a single thing she said? I thought she would have tried to at least defend herself. I voted for her during the accidental manslaughter trial because she's such an exemplary person and so young at the time. But then are the Suras trying to attack Woodholler right now because the people in Kubera do. I wish we could see the results of the life search. There isn't anyone named Kubera in the city there. No way. If there were, would Asha just leave them alone? And she could hear the conversation, dude. She's over there listening. Holy moly, gee whiz. All I know that these is trying times and dying rhymes are bringing to life like defibrillators. Attention everyone, as a result of the tally of the votes, the final verdict is that the execution will be carried out with Hatiyama. The first phase shall be carried out momentarily at the time of Earth. Tomorrow morning, 12 hours from now, we will hear the final statement at the time of creation. If there is anything to reconsider in her final statement, we may remove Hatiyama and reset the date for a phase 2 of the execution. Otherwise, she will spend 12 hours like that before her body is collected. Jeez, Hatiyama. Oh my god, I have to find Leez. Season 2, 133, Falling Petals 7. Phew. Woo, this is how it is going to end. I'm so confused. I thought she was a talented, upright person. I can't believe she got her abilities from stepping all over other people. I don't know if I agree with that thought process. Like, what she did was fucked up, but you being untalented and training yourself with spells to get better is still a talent in itself. Like, I don't think, like, if I am born a great basketball player because I'm big, I'm tall, I'm long, physically gifted, and you may not have all those attributes, but you work your ass off to get to my level, I don't think that makes you any less, upright or whatever the case is. I just kind of disagree with that thought process, but Ashley was fucked for what she did. I'm not going to defend that. Lorraine didn't come. I guess no matter how terrible Asha's crimes are, she's still her prize student. She didn't look very happy before in the conference hall either. I hope this doesn't get between her and Saha. Lorraine's here. Not here. I guess I should expect to get. Rouge. Did you vote after looking over the report of the meeting? My goodness. It's shocking even for me, but it must have been even more shocking for you. Shocking? Well, it might have been, but I'm okay now. When I first found out about the meeting, it must have been like a smack to the head, but it went much better. Of course, my sister was the one who told Saha about this. I received a document that went to Saha. My sister said to make sure I tell people my sister said to make sure I tell people that Asha did it if she dies a mysterious death after informing Saha of this. Funny, right? Haha. Even funnier is not a joke, Roosh. I just don't understand how after using Hotni Vishnu over 1,000 times to kill and revive halves, Ashna wouldn't have used it on someone who really needed it. How can someone be like that? Anyways, since the 3 unsolved cases were declared murders, I voted in favor of the execution. That's a pretty objective reason, right? I voted according to the law. Alright, speaking of Hotni Vishnu, isn't it a bit strange? The fact that Asha didn't use Hotni Vishnu for anyone else must have ultimately been to hide the fact that she had used it. But why would she have saved the Priestess of Chaos? That's the thing that's getting me. She saved Tio for a reason. Tia Rakan for a reason. I don't know why, but I need answers, dude. She ended up like this because she let people know that she could use Hotni Vishnu at the time. Surely it's not like she couldn't have foreseen this situation. Well, that must be because she figured saving the Priestess of Chaos would be more beneficial to herself, right? Claude, when did you get there, brother or sister? I have been here since the main meeting at the back. The back of your hair is sure pretty, sis. I like your bun. Enough about the back of my head. How could you just stare at me without saying hi? Ha ha ha. But seriously, worrying about why Asha brought Tia back to life won't do any good. If Asha could have used that in her own defense, she or Mira would have said something about it. Or it could also mean that revealing the reason for saving Tia would actually work against Asha. Born on with magic failure rate of 50%, this will result in a magic attribute. Lita, where's Leez? Sa just came and took her away a minute ago. Shoot. Were the results to me not good? Yeah, Asha's past was beyond what I expected. I never guessed that she had practiced magic on halves. I thought that I could barely get her a favorable sentence, even with the 29 accidental manslaughter and 3 unsolved cases, but when that came up, I wanted to reduce her sentence to imprisonment, but it was all for naught. With these things having turned out like this, I'm going to have to appeal to her usefulness rather than sympathy from people. I'm not sure if Saha will listen. Lutz might. I couldn't find her anywhere. Ran, Leez, sorry for not being able to flash back in her regular clothes. I saw it before how much she was listening to him talk about her. Sorry for not being able to find her right away when you asked me a while ago. Sorry. I should be thanking you, Saha. Leez, are you okay? You didn't hear anything bad, did you? By bad, did you mean about Ashley getting executed with Hatayama? Yeah. I didn't know, but apparently 12 hours after having Hatayama cast on you, you would look the way you would look the way you would have if you lived out your entire own natural lifespan. That's why they say the execution is split into 3 stages, where they use Hatayama to threaten and intimidate the person. If you don't answer honestly, they remove the spell right away and kill you. Jeez, where'd you hear all that? I told her. It's not widely known amongst regular people, but this child isn't exactly a regular person, so I thought she had the right to know. Were you shocked? Were you worried I'd be shocked since I have a short lifespan myself? That's sweet of you, Leez. It's okay. I never thought about living a long life anyways. By the way, about Asha, she may have her mouth shut tight right now, but she'll definitely say something, right? With all the evidence they have, it's not like she can get rid of the fact that it's about her murders and it's really Asha's own fault, but there still must be some kind of reason for her some kind of way for her to avoid the death penalty. Since she already saved me several times and kept me with her this time, I don't think she can be an entirely bad person. There will be definitely something, I'm sure of it. I wonder if we're all putting our hopes into her and that'll be a pretty dope twist, actually. I wouldn't mind that. But I think Currygom has a good reason for this. The following day at the time of creation. First, I will tell you about the execution method that was carried out 12 hours ago at the time of Earth. After surrounding the executioner and the offender with a circle of flowers, the Hatayama is cast with these flowers and reduced within the range of the spell. Since Hatayama is a spell which applies everyone within a certain radius, including the caster, once all the flowers have wilted 12 hours later, it would have meant the spell has definitely been applied. Hey Saha, why don't you let me do the execution? Be quiet. The flowers are used for confirmation since there are people whose appearance hardly ever changes if they only have a short time to live. Oof. Now we will hear Asha's final statement after being enchanted with Hatayama for 12 hours. Huh? Did they even use a spell on her? I guess her hair's gotten a bit longer. She's gonna die soon? God damn it. This is big, wild. Look at her. Long hair don't care, flowing, baby. Murmur. Murmur. Claude, you must have already known this. Clearly, it doesn't take much to spot someone without much time left, but it didn't seem like anyone would believe me if I had said anything. Well, do you think that someone with such a short amount of time remaining would go around committing these complicated and bothersome crimes for some sort of personal benefit? She's going to be dead soon anyway. Asha Rahiro, if you have anything to say, tell us before it's too late. People have chosen to execute you using Hatayama, so at least they could hear you defend yourself. If you're going to keep your mouth shut Even when I'm giving you a chance to make a final statement, I can't give you another final chance. Promise me no matter what happens, you'll believe me. Okay, I promise, Asha. Could I say it for her instead? How did she get in here? Saha let her in. Sure. Go ahead, Leez, Haias. As the closest person to Asha recently. Thank you, Saha. Then... Uh-oh. I am someone who Asha vouched for, and I have... Oh, she even brought the sword with her a little bit. Okay. Why you bring Milnir? Sword version. I gotta... Oh my god. Why is reading so tired? Oh, loud, so tired. I am someone who Asha vouched for, and I have been indebted to Asha from when we were in Atera until we came here to Aeroplateau. From finding food and a place to sleep to the Earth Temple and the test of the sword, Asha has always brought me to where I needed to be and helped me in many ways. Because Asha gave money to the Temple of Earth, I was able to get the Golden Knight, and I drew the Sword of Return. So what I wanted to say is what Asha wanted to do is probably the same as me. Of course, I can't keep defending Asha forever, but there's something I really want to do. And Asha said she would teach me to do it. Asha's the one who told me what the Sword of Return to and about practicing transcendental skills and Bhavati Kubera. If it were just sympathy, she would have given me some money and handed me off to some other guardian, but the reason that she went through the trouble of bringing me with her everywhere and going through the temple together is probably because I think we have the same objective, so I think that's why she helped me. That objective doesn't have much to do with how much time we have left, since we know that we won't survive after achieving it. To someone who was trying to achieve something great, even at the cost of their own life, it doesn't matter how much longer they will live afterwards, since it's their goal at the end. So, what was Asha trying to help you do? She wanted to kill the high-rank Suras who caused the Red Sky incident. Falling Petals 8. High-rank Suras. Why would she? No way. Can I reveal my name? Do I have to keep it a secret, even with the way things it is? I'll help fill in the details. Sit down, Leez. She sat down. First of all, I apologize for unintentionally giving an improper defense during the meeting. As you can see, since Asha is keeping her mouth shut, I had no choice but to tell you about Asha's objective based on my own investigation, but after hearing what Leez said, I think it sounds credible. Since the fall of Kalt was also caused by high-rank Suras, if Asha wanted to get revenge on those high-rank Suras, received an oracle about how to achieve that revenge, of course she deserves to be censored for sacrificing so many people. But if Asha's revenge was really intended for the high-rank Suras, then I feel that we need to delay her execution, since that is something necessary for all of us. I agree. With the high-ranked Suras threatening us, we can't kill a magician like this who has a defined affinity of over 10,000. Claude, what are you up to, my nigga? However, Asha's magic abilities were formed, and we need those powers right now. Asha may be a murderer, but she doesn't threaten us at all, and at least she didn't kill anyone except Kubera's, and she let herself be caught without any resistance, right? I don't think it's a bad idea to delay her execution for now. If she's not a threat to us as a human, she doesn't have much long to live anyways. If it were just to even if we tie her to a burial stone, wouldn't that make her more useful than just killing her here? What do you think is the better thing to do for everyone's sake? Appeal to logic. Whew, her execution has been postponed for now, but Lee seemed more trouble than I thought. I'm terrified of what would happen if she finds out the truth like this. Mira, actually, the truth you speak of, I already delivered everything to Leez before you got here yesterday. What are you talking about? You even gave it to Leez without my permission? I'm sorry, it was frustrating to sit back and watch. Did you know this? Leez said that she jumped off a cliff countless times in order to learn Bhavati Kubera. Asha drove Leez into becoming such a wreck that when the child didn't even need to be so desperate. I thought if it shocked her, Leez needed to know the truth. Shouldn't you have discussed that with me first? Even still, how could you just inform her without saying a word to me? I apologize for that. Actually, I tried to get permission, but when Saha suddenly showed up yesterday, I thought I wouldn't have a chance to tell Leez the truth if Saha were to take Leez away and cut off communication, so I used my own judgment. Mirha. Asha has a short lifespan like me. Did Asha already know about her own lifespan, or she just, or how did she feel when she found out? I'm relieved. At least the execution was postponed for now. I'm allowed to look at this now, right? Don't ever show this to anyone. Read it by yourself. Once this is all finished, I made a copy of what Mira was looking at so you can read exactly what she wrote. I put this together for you, so don't think badly about it. What's this? It's the truth that you didn't know. The true story about the people you wanted to meet the most. Oh shit, yes! Her friend is alive from the first chapter. We gave her the gift and she punched out of the stratosphere, huh? However, as someone who actually was affected by the Red Sky, Asha's justification was merely an excuse. Leez had revealed that she was a survivor of the Red. People around her would have helped, blah, blah, blah. Naturally, since she neglected this for a month at a time, she needed psychological treatment. And consensus, she had no choice but to depend on the only person who knew what the circumstances her normal dependence on Asha became around this time, Tremble. Considering she had a lot of free time until the temple opened, she just spent her time not doing much until the test of the sword. She would have been fine if she had left for Terra later. The reason Asha rushed was to stop Leez from running into her friends from her hometown. Asha attempted to remove Leez's abilities with godly items, but she failed to do something as basic as introducing her to a proper teacher. This is because she would end up following the teacher more than Asha. If Leez had met a proper teacher, she had grown more attached to the teacher more than Asha. Leez Kubera, Leez's real name Kubera, which matches the names of the people who Asha had been killing. It's possible that Asha may have contemplated on attempting killing Leez, but judging from the way that Leez has continued to stay, Asha appears that Leez never found out about the attempted murder. She's crying. Oh my god, I feel so bad. Overall, first place, Tessa needs the sword. Number, smash 1, weakened by items, blah blah blah. Transition skill with the use. Abilities of a fighter are the greatest on this planet next to Kasak. To the extent that it's hard to believe she's a pure-blood human. She's far too valuable a talent for Asha to kill like she has done to the other Kuberos thus far. Asha may be a remarkable magician, but she needs fighters on her side for the long-term war. She possesses optimal conditions that she's not looking, blah, 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 yada, yada. Leez should have wondered at least once why Asha kept her trance within the scope for control. I mean, listen, I know this hurts for her, but she needs this level of reality. She needs this fucking hard truth. This is like tough love. She needs to see and hear this. She fucking needs it. Because it's enough of this naivete. I know it hurts, baby girl, but you gotta read this. Judging from her answer when I suggested we leave together, it looks like she never really properly questioned Asha's intentions. Or Rand wrote this, maybe. If Leez had ignored Asha from the start and revealed she was from to help other people and asked blah 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 blah, she would have escaped earlier. For someone close enough to kill her at any moment who weighed the value of her very existence. Hati Marut. Oh! Lee's faith in Asha is far too strong at this point to tell her all of this now. I will just tell her about her hometown friends after Asha is sentenced to imprison and has been separated from her. We have to hide the fact that Asha deceived her because Leez is Rao's daughter. Until the very end, I would like to at least protect that smile of hers. It resembles her father. That smile is gone. Falling Petals end. Next chapter, your justice and mine. Holy fucking Christ, nigga. Okay. This is way too intense to stop. I'm going to continue reading Your Justice in Mine. That's going to be its own video, though. I'm going to stop this one here. But this is incredible. This is insane. Asha. Oh. Your Justice in Mine. Like, this sounds like, you know, Asha versus Leez? Like, I am at a loss for words right now. I just need time to think. I need to go eat, think Thank y'all for watching. If you got this far, I really appreciate it. Comment in the comment section below anything you think I was a little off on. Maybe something you think that I need to explain a little better. Whatever the case is. If there's any weird translations a line did that you've read somewhere else that's better, let me know. I don't even... Bro...